Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap, Let Light Unite. And today I wanted to do something light and a little bit fun and talk about hair. So before we get there, I do need to change my Facebook page. There we go. There I am. Oh my goodness. Just have to edit the privacy thing. There. Okay, cool. Good to go. Okay, so like I said, today I wanted to talk about hair. A lot of people have asked me, what do I do to get my hair long and looking like this? Well, let me tell you right off the bat, I am high maintenance. So I'm going to share with you some hair stories because at one time my hair wasn't long, it wasn't thick, and it wasn't blonde. So my hair actually a long time ago stopped growing up to here, and I had baby fine hair. I had a lot of it, just baby fine. So when you're in California and you want longer hair, what do? You go get hair extensions. Now, this is why, and what really popped me even into the journey of really wanting better hair. Okay, follow me, you'll get it. All right, so I wanted hair extensions. So my friend said, sure. Okay, and she was a beautician, still is. Says, but we'll glue them in. Okay, let's do it. So I glued them in, and if you're going to do extensions, I actually had extensions which were probably this long. Go big or go home. Now, hair extension, when you get the real hair, you're getting someone else's hair, and you have no idea what they were going through, whether it was trauma, whether it was a joyful cut, they were cutting their hair for money, which is what it normally is. So if you really think about it, people cutting their hair, I would be really sad to have to cut my hair. That energy goes into the hair. And if you're very, very sensitive, you're going to feel it. So this one time I had the hair glued in, and one night I just had to have them out. I couldn't take them any longer. I wanted them out now. So I thought, well, hey, if I go into my hot tub and, soak my head, the warm and hot water would make the glue real soft, and I'd be able to just pull the extensions out. Well, in theory. However, I also lived up in the mountains in Topanga Canyon in California, and it's pretty cold up there in the wintertime. So I would be soaking in the hot tub, the glue would get really soft, and then I would pop my head up in the air and it would solidify. So now all of a sudden, the glue took my hair literally like this, and if you can't see it, it just, oh my God, wrapped it all up in the glue, and I was horrified. So I went in the house, and like any little kid would do, I started picking up pieces of my hair and literally cutting it off. And then something said, Kath, just back away from the scissors, which I did. Called my girlfriend up, and she told me to come in. And I'm telling you, when I walked in her salon, the horrified look that she had, well, I could imagine because I was going through it. So I sit in her chair and I just cut it off. Yeah, little Leo drama. And she said no, she wouldn't do it. And she took hours combing that out, getting the glue out, saving my hair. And now I'm realizing I can't do hair extensions anymore. What do you think? Now, at this time, I'm sitting in the chair. This lovely old lady called Estelle Tepper came in, and I've known her, very sweet Baba devotee. And she was getting her hair done, and she sees me sitting in there really distressed, and she brings this piece of paper over to me, and she goes, you see this paper? And it's got all these dates and all these words written on it. I go, yeah. She goes, read what it says for today's date. And I looked down, and it said, if you get your hair done today, your hair will grow thicker. And all I could say was, oh my God, thank you. God knew I was coming in with my screwed up hair today and sent this woman in to comfort me who happened to have her hair being done on that day. Now, if you really step back and think about this, I mean, what Spirit had to do, because they knew I was going to screw up my hair way ahead of time, to bring her in with a piece of paper to let me know everything was going to be okay. However, I decided at that point, I can't put extensions in my hair. And if I want my hair to grow, I have to start letting it grow. Okay, here is a very important rule with your hair. You want your hair to grow, stop cutting it. And even if they say, oh my God, you've got split ends. Do I have split ends? Okay. And then they go, well, let me just trim it. And then, your hair is down to here and they trim it up to here. Stop cutting your hair unless you do it yourself. Just don't do it. You cannot have long hair if you keep cutting it. Think about this. Okay. The only people that tell you to cut your hair are beauticians. Sorry, guys. It's the truth. All right. So now I'm going, okay, now I got to start really getting my hair growing. Now, before this, I was allowed to discover a healing property of a stone called angelite. And I've had that get rid of burns and bruises overnight, heal cancers, tumor cysts, do all kinds of lovely things. One of the incredible things I noticed that it did, and yes, we did animal testing, unconsciously though, I had this lab who was older, and she was getting hot spots on her body and her back. So my ex-husband, who was my husband at the time and now my ex, would throw some of the angelite dust when we would cut up and slice up the angelite to put in our products. He would slice up and take that the dust and throw it in her food. Well, her hair grew back in a week. Now I stepped back and I went, okay, that works for me. So I literally, one of my suppliers crushed some angelite up at one of the last places in the United States that was doing rock crushing. The guys were in like 95 and 96. So we got a whole bunch crushed up. And then 6 months later, the guys actually retired. I mean, come on, guys, you were doing so well in your 90s. Why retire now? Anyway, they retired, but we got a nice little supply of angelite powder, so I encapsulated it and I started ingesting it. And I noticed my hair got thicker and it started getting longer. Sweet. Okay, and actually, I've been doing that, ingesting angelite, for probably 25 years. Is it working for me? I don't know. You be the judge, okay? All right, so now we are going to segue down the road. And now the only thing I was allowing myself to do is get my hair straight. Well, there was this one time when my lovely friend, yes, the same one who put the glue in my hair, I did trust, okay. She actually, one time when she was helping my hair get blonder, she fried it and I was losing my hair. I mean, talk about like, oh my God, I'm almost back to square one. It was breaking off. It was horrible. I mean, I was horrified. And it's like, oh, great. So now I can't get my hair done anymore because of the breakage. Yeah, and that is one reason why you will never see me with colored green, purple, blue hair, because it weakens your hair, okay? And at my age, I'm not going to let it happen. So I'm looking around now. I'm ingesting the angelite. I went and got vitamins, for the hair, because this is serious. But what I remembered was Knox gelatin. This is old school stuff from when I was a little girl. My mom used Knox gelatin. Now, Knox gelatin, it's like a Jell-O. Now, as you can see, I buy the big boxes now, and I'll do this about 4 times a year. You make it up like you would Jell-O, except I use juice. put it in the refrigerator. When it gets solid, cut it up into squares, and then eat some of the squares every day. Well, again, I like I said, now I do this about 4 times a year when I feel like I want my hair to feel thicker and I want a growth spurt. This is incredible. Now, what is it made out of? I don't know. I think it says cow hooves, or the hooves. Now, if that freaks you out, don't do it. If you want nicer, longer, thicker hair, suck it up. Okay? And this stuff is also good for your bones. All right, so now I've got my hair getting thicker, it's getting longer, but what am I going to do about getting my hair blonder? And if you've ever paid attention to my videos across the years, you will see me blonde, and then it gets really dark. And as you can see, it's blonde again. So what do? I wash my hair in the morning, I go outside, and I let the wind and the sun dry it. I know, too easy, right? Is it working for me? I don't know. You decide. Now, if you want to bring out more highlights in your hair, there's 2 things you can do. One, you can use, and again, this is old school stuff, go get regular lemon. Okay, you can take lemon juice from a real lemon, or just, lemon juice in a jar. It works. Dump it on your hair, go outside, and the sun is going to pop out your highlights and make it go blonder and streak it. That's what you want. Nice highlights. Now, you can also take honey and mix it with the lemon and make a paste out of it, paste your hair, and then go outside the same way and let the sun pop it out. But I've also noticed that if I do this, because what the honey does, it puts nutrients and vitamins into your hair. Okay? And it pops out your highlights. Now, I've noticed that when I've done that on occasion, and I do it at night because it's the only time I could do it, I still get a really nice effect. It gives my hair nutrients, and it'll pop out my highlights. Now, what do I do for my ends? Well, every now and then I will get avocado oil or emu oil, whatever I feel, and then just run it through your hair. Okay, put it through your hair, and then I just leave it on at night. And then your hair gets really nice and moisturized and all that wonderful, wonderful stuff. So that is my hair journey. And really briefly, don't cut your hair, okay? If your hair stops growing, you are mineral deficient. Start getting minerals in. That's what the angel light is for. It's minerals. So, I do have powder. What can I say? But I tell people, you can take a little piece of angel light, put it in water, a bottle of water, and it'll slowly dissolve, not like aspirin. And then drink the water. It's drinking mineral water. This is what I do. What you do is up to you. I'm just sharing what I do. And again, this is what the angel light looks like. Pretty cool. So if you want more information on the angel light, ask me. I will share with you. I've been working with it for, almost 40 years. Anyway, so again, stop cutting your hair. Get minerals in your body, however that works for you. Knox gelatin is really, really wonderful. You want to highlight your hair, lemon juice, honey, and then go outside and it'll highlight it. All right, guys, that's my hair story. I'm sticking to it. We're still in the full moon. So amplify, light, have a wonderful day, be happy. And, I hope this hair journey, my hair journey, helps you with yours. All right, aloha. That's it for today. Have a nice weekend.